Alright, this is number 6 on self-test 2 on page 140, and I wrote down the pertinent information from the problem. Brett earned $32 a day last summer, and Sandra earned $36 a day in some job. And together they earned a total of $3,560. And we're given the information that Brett worked 5 days more than Sandra, and we have to find how much did they each earn. So it's going to require us finding out how many days they each worked, and then we'll multiply that by their daily rates to find out how much they each earned individually. So I don't want to use S for Sandra, so let's just use X for the number of days that Brett worked, and Y will represent the number of days that Sandra worked. Okay, so let's see. Together they earned $3,560. Brett worked 5 days more than Sandra. So I could say that X, Brett worked more than Sandra, 5 more than Sandra, so Y plus 5. And I know that if I multiply the number of days they worked by their rate per day, that I'll get $3,560. So my next equation would be to say that Brett at $32 a day for X number of days, plus Sandra, who makes $36 a day for Y number of days, is $3,560. And then for the Y, or for the X, sorry, I can substitute a Y plus 5. So 32 times Y plus 5 plus 36Y is 3,560. So I'll solve for Y. 150 plus 10, 160. So 32Y, 36Y, adding those, we've got 68Y equals, subtract 160, subtract 160, 3,400. So Y is equal to $50, or I'm sorry, 50 days. So Sandra worked 50 days, and let's see, Brett worked 50 plus 5, Y plus 5 days, so he worked 55 days. So let's look at how much they earned. So for Brett, he's X, 55 days at at $32 a day. He earned $1,760. And then Sandra, 50 days at $36 a day. Sandra earned $1,800. And you add these up, this is the $3,560. So that would be the answer. That's how much they worked. That's how much they each earned.